Oh, well,
Hey,
hey there, hi
Sydney.
there, oh there. Yeah, it's coming in it's coming in hot.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. I want to lean into the
Yeah,
mic.
there's no reason. We've realized there's no reason to lean in, not with this microphone. So our thought process is okay. Sorry, this is Cap and Baby Girl. We tried to do this just a minute ago.
We're from I Like the Games.
I like the games. Yeah. So um, what's the first topic of discussion? And you tell us the topic. You tell us the movie. Where you really thought, and we established it was Emma Watson that plays in it.
Beauty and the Beast, the live action versus the animated, the classic. And that Emma Watson plays in the live action. She plays Belle. And
It's still barely picking up on you. You got to speak up a little bit, or
I,
just
I
pick it up.
don't know how to speak up.
Just put it up to your face. That's fine.
Put it up to my face.
We can hand them back and forth. That's fine. But I don't think you need to ever hand it to me.
I don't think so either.
Um, but I do. So you were saying Emma Watson, and so is the live action version is it worth watching?
I think so, yeah. Because it tells a little bit more about Bill's mom than what the classic did.
I don't remember any shit about her mom.
Yeah.
Hell, I barely I just remember like what it was about. Like he had to be a beast,
Because he
was asshole.
disrespected the witch.
Yeah, and he had to be a beast forever in the castle until he found his true love, and then his true love was never gonna come because he was a beast. And yeah,
Yeah. Same concept.
like I get that. Like that makes sense to me. I get it. I'm just like I don't understand. I don't know nothing about like you said Belle is her name, but yeah, Belle. And then what? I mean, there was my biggest takeaway from the Disney movie was the talking clock and
Yeah, the clocking block.
the clock and the little and the
Ooh, the
little
Lumiere clocks are they still really
uh
fast? They're respectful.
what is that called? Candelabra? Is that what it's called?
Sure.
I think so. I don't know. I could be wrong. There's a good to fair shot that Cap is full of shit on this one. I
I
don't know.
don't know. I don't know what Lumiere is. But they're still their little trinkets and doodads. They're not actually people until the end of the movie whenever Beast turns human. I don't. It's right next to my face. I don't know what you want me to do.
Talk louder.
I have been.
Is
I don't.
that
I don't know.
there? It's getting you a little better now.
Well, that's good. But uh, I'm lost on words.
Well, so like that one you said was really actually good to watch, and that's I mean that's a cool thing to do with like changing a childhood movie into more of an adult movie, honestly, like more of a thing that you could watch as you grew up. Like it's looking towards us 30-year-olds when it's trying to make it.
Yeah, well, the animated one, my sister absolutely loves Beauty and the Beast. It's her favorite. My sister loves the classic. The oldest girl child and the younger girl child that we have, they love the newer remake. They don't care about the classic.
Really?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Mm, they don't really. I'm going to say this, and you're going to be like, no, they like cartoons. They don't really like the old
Yeah,
animated.
they don't. They're not. I can get the youngest boy child and both of my boys to sit and watch some Tom and Jerry with me,
Yeah.
but they do not believe in that sort of animation style. It's a different. It's a CGI thing that they like. It's it. Don't get me wrong. Toy Story is part of like my childhood, but that was like as I was getting older, as what they were doing Toy Story. So like that's what everybody is all about now, though. You know.
Yeah.
I so okay. Let's move to another movie. Like what's another one that you think? I'm gonna be honest. I is it Melissa McCarthy that plays that plays Ursula?
I don't know. I didn't see that much of the movie. I saw like the first five
I
minutes.
know. I fucked that up. That was all me. That was all me that fucked it up. You started watching it today, but I think that I think it's fascinating that like she would play that character. I I don't know the little African American actress that plays. I don't know what else she's in. You know, but I know that like just watching her in the brief scenes that I watched her, like she's very expressive, like as a mute. I remember thinking to myself, like in the movie when I watched it, the animated movie, um, that that was a really cool, cruel trick that she played on her was to say, "You got to get kissed by your true love, but I'm going to take your voice away."
Yeah.
And that was a neat little thing that they did. That was cool. It was
Ariel and the new one is Halle Bailey. And then, yeah, you're right. Melissa McCarthy does play in this as well.
yeah, she's Ursula. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I would really like to sit down and actually watch it soon.
Hell, we can watch it tonight, babe.
Tonight. I don't know if I'll make it through.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I the bits that I saw were very provoking. Um, the other one, and this is one of my favorites of all. I have not seen a live action version. I don't know if you have as well, but Aladdin.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I was totally against it whenever it first came out. No, it doesn't have Robin Williams in it. It's gonna suck. No, absolutely not. Especially within changing Genie.
Will Smith does a good job.
I think it's actually really good, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I can get Princess to sit and watch it with me just because of the princess. And we know why. But Princess,
So it was actually that good. It
yeah.
was actually because that's yeah. You you can't beat Robin Williams. Like that's a thing that you can't do.
Well, they didn't like totally change the storyline. The storyline is still the same, but they do different things in the live action than what they did in the animated. And I think they did that on purpose so they didn't say F you Robin Williams.
Well, that's a really special thing to make it a point to like respect the person that did it before, but then also try and follow the same sort of story that's a classic story. Like it's tough to beat the story. Like these Disney movies, like don't get me wrong, they're outlandish, bombastic, absolutely ridiculous. These are, I mean, you look at Lady and the Tramp, uh, you look at Aladdin, you look at any of these stories, they're all ridiculous. Like they're beyond ridiculous as far as this is the story that we're going with. But these were stories that were painted like Bambi. These were stories that were painted into our brains as children. And they're now actually honestly painted into our parents' brains. You hit two generations. You're going all the way back to the 60s with this one, bitches. And you've hit everybody in the brain with what you're doing. So it's an impressive thing. So, but to but to understand that there's an actor that has now passed away, and that you're not even trying to upstage him, but you're trying to just be cohesive with how his character was. I think that's that's a beautiful thing if that's how they were doing it.
I think so. Because they didn't, like I said, they didn't stay true to the storyline the animated one had. It's still the same storyline, more or less. They just did different things. Like there's a big dance scene in the live action version. So Aladdin can catch, I fucking forgot her name, Jasmine's attention. If you know why that's so funny. Oh gosh, that's horrible. The the genie, Will Smith, goes after what are they called? The princess's helper, servant. What are they called? Maid chamber?
Chambermaids?
Chambermaids? Is that what
Hell,
it
I
is?
don't know.
I don't know. But Genie plays like a wingman for Jasmine's chamber maiden, whatever she is,
Yeah.
and gets her out, and Aladdin and Jasmine can have their time.
Huh.
And Genie still gets his wish granted, and he turns human. And him and I don't fucking remember her name, and I hate that. The chambermaid falls in love, and they get married. Because the whole movie starts with Will Smith telling his two children the story of Aladdin while they're on a boat.
Can I go at just off topic for just a second? I One of the greatest actors of our time, honestly, and Will Smith. Kind of really impressed by him and most of what he does. Uh, don't care for him as a human being. Uh, Pretty shitty person, but he does well. He does well. So I end it there because I don't want to get super crazy with it because I got a lot of things to say about him and I don't like him.
Well, there's also the movie Lion King. Yeah, that one's one as well.
I didn't
Honestly,
even know that was.
yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. And to be
Have
honest,
you seen it?
yeah,
Well, then why are you saying I don't know so? Like, I didn't even know that that was a movie.
yeah. Um, Obviously, I liked it, but I could be fine with the old one. Yeah, it came out in 2017, 2019.
So I think, like, in general, the consensus that you're giving me is, and you're the one that's seen most of them, because I haven't even seen half of them. I've seen bits and pieces of this, and this, and I think we need to sit down and watch some of them together. I would like to do that. That would be cool.
You're gonna
I
watch Disney with me.
I would love to watch this. But see, here's the thing. I would much rather love to watch Disney cartoons with you. I would much rather. We can sit and watch Tom and Jerry all night long. Like I would much. I realize it's not even Disney. Is it Disney? I don't fucking know. But
I
she's
don't,
eyeballing me
I,
hardcore.
I
I
don't
have
know
no idea. I have
what are
no
you
idea.
asking? I don't know what you're asking.
I'm saying I would much rather watch cartoons than movies with you all night long. I could sit. We could sit and watch Looney Tunes all night long.
I like Looney Tunes.
Like we can watch Tom and Jerry. I can watch Bugs Bunny. I can watch
Johnny
uh,
Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. That's a whole nother thing.
I love Johnny Bravo
Oh my
growing up.
goodness.
If you know my best friend, the guy best friend David, imagine Johnny Bravo.
But you know, Gramps still says, as his hair is thinning, sometimes he says, Do you want to see me comb my hair? Do you want to see me comb my hair really fast?
Real fast.
Griff still says that. If next time you see him, ask to, hey, can you comb your hair? And he will say, "You want to see me comb it really fast?" Like I swear to you, he loves it. It's one of the best. That was his favorite show that I ever watched.
I love Johnny Bravo growing up. I- My sister and my brother didn't like it, but it was one of my favorites.
So is it my topic time?
Yeah,
It's I we hit it. I we hit
I said yeah. It's been bugging me all day.
it. So my question to you is: you watch UFC with me, right?
Yeah.
You actually like you sit and watch it. Like you, they baby girl actually gets super invested with it. Like it's kind of impressive how much that she watches and she may not know what she's seeing, but she's like, oh my goodness, that's an elbow to the face.
Did you see that?
Oh my goodness, this just happened. Um, it's they are every champion has lost their title,
Yeah, I think we talked about it the other night.
other than Volkanovski,
Volkanovski. How do you remember how to say that name?
because because I would love to give him a hug. Uh,
Off subject for like 2 seconds. I went to school with somebody with the last name Wojciechowski, and I remember saying it because it was fun to say. But what you just said, no, I think of Wojciechowski because that's how he
so
did it. Volkanovski.
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 Uh, I he's the only one that hasn't lost his title. Everyone has lost their title in
Hmm.
the last 36 months, like 2 years, like it's something like that. Like everybody's gone down.
I went to go away from the microphone because I was yawning. My was like, anyway, 36 months.
Okay, so like the question is, and I mean, I think it's like a legitimate question because it really does. They were making fun of it, and there was the commercial for the NFL where they were making fun of it, and then in the NFL commercial they were like, okay, so and they always like to make fun of the fucking Bears. God damn it, and it makes me so upset.
Cap's favorite team is the Bears. He's currently wearing a Bears t-shirt.
I like the Bears. They're gonna be good one day.
Today's not the day.
Fuck you. I don't. That's one day.
One day, honey, it's okay.
It's not, it makes me sad. Uh, so they like to do there's a commercial where they're like, okay, so we're gonna have the Vikings up here doing this, and we're gonna have the Packers up here doing this, and then we're gonna have this team over here doing this. We're gonna have this team, and they're like writing the scripts for how the season's gonna go. It's a writers meeting for how the season is gonna go,
Okay.
and they're like pretending like they can pick exactly. So we're gonna do this. This will get the most fans to you know.
Hmm.
So that's they're funny commercials. I think they're hilarious, but every UFC fighter has lost in the past 2 years.
That's it.
No, it's not sad. It's just it's not real. Like it doesn't seem real. Like Sean Strickland just beat Izzy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people are saying. A lot of people, and I'm not saying that it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but a lot of people are saying you're that he we're watching the WWE at this point. Like we're not watching real fights anymore. That like people are paid to take a dive.
And I guess that's possible in any sports that there is, though.
Yeah, but I mean that it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it
No.
cool, and it's not okay. I really don't. I don't think that happens in the NFL because there's too many moving parts.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you could do that at a point where there's that many moving parts.
Hmm.
But if it's just one man versus one man, then I get it. Like that's way easier to conduct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm kind of got by how many of the people that I know that are champions, that are good champions, that should be resound in their championshipness. If that makes sense.
The championship nets.
Hey, I'm saying they're fucking good. They're fucking good.
That's good. If they deserve the title, they need to be on that title.
No, but these people are that good and they're getting whipped by
Oh, okay.
children.
Well, honey, sometimes whenever you get older, you can't.
No, they're not older. They're in their 20s. And the children are in their early 20s.
I can't make an excuse. I don't know.
No, there is no excuse for it. What I'm saying is, do you, in a sports organization, in a sports
Organization.
organization like that, do you believe that that's a thing that they would do? Because I know it can't happen in the NFL. Like that's just not. That's there's too many hands. There's too many hands in the cookie jar. You couldn't do it. But man on man fight,
Like, I ain't saying it, but yeah.
like I hate to think that.
I think it's fully possible, and especially if they were given the right blackmail or the right amount, I think it's very possible.
Well, it's not even blackmail. Like Sean Strickland got like when he fought Izzy, Izzy got $2 million just off the cuff.
Hmm.
Sean Strickland got $1 million. You don't. Sean Strickland sucks. Like you don't get $1 million to fight the champ.
Yeah.
Normally, you're like I'm gonna give you $50,000. Like you're gonna get $30,000. You're gonna get $100,000. You're not gonna get $500,000 to fight the champ.
Yeah.
You're the underdog. Your money's irrelevant. And then Izzy got 2 million, a crisp 2 million, to just take a dive. That's ugly.
It is ugly.
That's ugly for the whole sport.
I agree.
I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Strickland is that good. Maybe all these new up and comers are all that good. Maybe all of the people that I talk about, that I know about, maybe they're good, and maybe I'm talking on my ass. But it's just it's a terrible, terrible thing to me to think that you destroy the whole sport.
Yeah.
Like Can you talk on it for just a second? Can you give me your opinion on it just a second? Like what I'm saying to you. Can you kind of give it back just a little bit?
I'm trying. I just don't know that much about the people or the owner, I guess that would be, of the UFC. I guess that's who he is and why he's paying the people $2 million or even $1 million to go fight, even if you're the underdog. I thought you were supposed to fight, and if you won, you got the money.
No, that's not how it works.
No, I figured it wasn't.
No, you get paid whether you fight or not. Like that's the whole.
So you just said you get paid if you fight or not. So the people who don't make weight, so they can't fight if they're overweight or underweight.
Yeah.
So do they still get paid
No.
because they messed up? What about the person they're going against?
They also get fucked.
That's messed up.
Now Dana White could pay them.
He should, especially if they made weight and the other person didn't.
There was a big controversy with that just here recently with Wonder Boy Thompson, and that was a big thing. Is that like there's no reason for them to be that way. Like honestly, because they definitely have the money to do it. But then Dana White said, "Well, I'm not going to pay you to not fight."
But he was ready and he made weight and he should.
And he should have been ready to fight, and the other guy was off weight, and Dana White was like, "Fight the guy that's bigger than you."
No, it's not what I said.
No, that's what Dana White said.
See, if the other person wants to fight, they should, no matter what, get paid. And if they go ahead and fight the other person who didn't make weight, they should get an extra whatever.
That's it's 30% of their purse.
Okay.
But he decided to not fight him because he was 5 pounds heavier.
I don't know if that's a big thing in UFC or not. I understand there is weight classes for a reason, but 5 pounds, I don't know.
If he's 5 pounds heavier, that means he's about 30 pounds heavier than you. And if you're a guy that likes to strike, and he's a guy that likes to wrestle, then that means that his what he's wanting to do is put you on your back, take you down, and once I'm on top of you and I'm 30 pounds heavier than you, you can't get away from me. And do I want that loss on my record as a professional?
Oh no, nobody wants a loss.
Well, do so you say 5 pounds, I see 30. They say that like this is what you do, unfortunately, in the weight cutting business is that 5 pounds is 20 pounds, 10 pounds is 30 pounds. It is what it is. You have to be how you're being. So if I hurt my body and broke myself down to make this weight and you didn't, so now you're fresher than me, you're heavier than me, and your intention is to take me down, and my intention is to dance around and hit you, who's going to win that fight?
The heavier guy.
So he didn't take the fight.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not saying
And he
he.
didn't get paid. And the guy that was, and the guy that didn't make weight also didn't get paid. So the
As
two of them didn't get paid.
the guy who didn't make weight shouldn't have gotten paid because he didn't go by contract, the rules.
Yeah.
But the other guy did. The other guy should have gotten paid,
There
even
should
if he
be
didn't fight.
there should be a payment of some sort.
Yes.
Like even if it's not the full bit, I get it. There should be a payment.
Yeah.
You know?
Are they using their money out of their own pocket to go to these events? Or are what was his name? Dana White? Is he paying for their airtime, their travel time they get from their
No.
home to wherever? So they're using their own money.
Dana White pays these fighters nothing
Because
other
we've
than
talked
what
about the health care and he
yeah,
doesn't offer
he
health care.
pays he pays the fighters nothing except what the fight is worth. So you may pay a gym $50,000 a year. You have to pay for your house, your lodging, your whatever. You have to move. You have to relocate. You have to do this. You have to do that. It is what it is. You got to move around the country. It's whatever. You do all of that. Dana White will pay you $10,000 to fight for him one time.
That's not okay.
Like you're never. But Sean Strickland, who is a shit fighter, who is a bad fighter, he beat Izzy. What the fuck ever. Doesn't matter. He was paid, uh, yeah, over $500,000 to fight him.
Jesus. That's crazy.
Who Dana White wants to give money to, he gives money to those people. There is no regulations. In the NFL, there's a lot of regulations.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way there.
I noticed. I think there should be better guidelines, rules, whatever you want to call them, for them as well.
We've ran over on our time. I uh, I apologize. All that I have to say is I hate to sound mean. I hate to sound vicious. I hate to sound awful. That's not the Cap that you know. And baby girl is always baby girl, and the sweetest thing that she could ever be. She will be my wife soon.
You betcha.
She is the most gorgeous thing in the world and the most beautiful thing in the world, and I'm sorry to everyone for me seemingly losing my temper a little bit. I felt like I was a little. Was I?
I don't think so.
I felt like I was a little. I felt I was a little out of sorts here and there.
I think you're passionate.
That's. It's not a thing to be proud of. It's not the. You gotta understand where you're at, what you're at. So I think I love baby girl,
Hmm. I love you.
and I think I love you kiddos. So I think this is over now.
Over and out.
Over and